Okay, well, hello everybody. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to draw hands. So basically hands are just a pentagon with 4 fingers and a thumb. So let me draw that for you. So I'm just going to draw a pentagon. One side is going to be slightly shorter than the other. There we go. See how that looks? Just one side's longer, one side's shorter. Then I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a little circle here, and then just a thumb shape, which is just like kind of like a curve right there, and just going to connect the joint of the thumb with the circle. And then for the fingers, basically you can just do 4 nibbits. What I do is I just draw like almost like a square, but the other side of the square or rectangle is kind of narrowing out to make it look like fingers. And then the forefinger or the pointer finger is going to be like not really the longest finger. The middle finger is going to be, which the pointer finger is going to be on this side of the hand. And then you draw the ring finger, which is about the same size as your pointer finger. And then the pinky is about like almost shorter, pretty much shorter than the pointer finger. And there you go. Then you have your hand. And then one thing is that you can do with your hand is you can just mess with the fingers in that. Like, you draw the pentagon, and then you can just do almost like squares or cubes, just narrowing cubes, to make it look like he's kind of like closed his fist or something like that. And then, I drew him with like, there we go. And then just his thumb. There you go. And so you can also, you don't have to use the pentagon, but I think the pentagon looks good because it's a good basis of where to put the fingers and like where to put the thumb. But you can also do a square, which sometimes is more helpful as well. So you can just use a square. And then what I'll do is I'll just do a triangle, almost like he's closing his fist again. And then I'll do a rectangle that's slightly going this way to show foreshortening. So then it looks like he's closing his fist, which is another good way. So you can either do a pentagon or a square, but like those are good kind of just frames to draw a hand. And then what a lot of people try to do is that they learn how to do this stuff of just a hand, but then they can't get like far away hands. So I'm going to do that. So basically, you can do a square. Like, let me move the sketchbook over. So you get a square, and then it's the same basics of just a triangle. And then we're going to draw the fingers. So you draw a rectangle going inward for the square. Then you draw his arm, which is going to be kind of like that, where it's got the little divot right there. And there we go. And then that's kind of like a hand for your character. Then you can just add on to that arm. So then you got yourself basically a whole arm. But then like when you get to the details, you can then add knuckles. Which knuckles don't have to be super pointy, but like, I mean, they're knuckles, so like you kind of have to sometimes. And then there you go. Then for the fingers, you kind of just round them out because you don't want cube fingers. And there you go. Awesome. So then you have a hand. And so now that you know that, you can also just make it where like you do a pentagon, Or let's do it this way. There we go. And then you just draw a little pinky finger, narrowing rectangle. Which, I mean, yeah, it's going to be kind of harder to do this because it's smaller, but you just got to work on it. And then the little thumb. There we go. And then just draw his arm. And then what you can do is just look at your own hands to figure out like lines and details for it. Like you can do like a line that's where the bump of the muscle of the thumb is, and then where the fingers fold, you can draw a line there to do make the hand more defined. But usually when it's that far away, it might not have much detail. So depending on what you want. There you go. You can maybe do lines to the fingers. So then I'm going to erase this little part of the wrist. And then I'm going to do just 2 lines that are engulfing it, or engulfing the wrist. And then the little bump. There we go. And so yeah, then you got a hand. So that's good. That's like a closed fist. That's an open hand. And then just your regular, just close up. And then I'm going to do just an inside hand. Okay. Of like a closer up hand. There we go. So then what we'll do for this is we're just going to draw a line because I want to draw a fist. Line right here. We're then just going to draw the 4 lines. Awesome. Then I'm going to draw the thumb. There we go. Then the wrist, or basically, yeah, just the wrist. Then, once you have this, you have the 4 fingers. You can then do kind of just the lines for the, like, folds of the fingers. And then the knuckles, you do kind of like a short little knuckle for the pinky finger. And you kind of just build it up with each finger. And then for the pointer finger, you just go down a little bit. Then you can draw, like this thumb is really, there we go. Okay. Okay, and then once we have that, you kind of just want to round it out. And then you got a fist. Awesome. And you just draw the nails to it, to like the thumb. Draw the folds of the thumb. Just add more detail. There we go. Cool. So yeah, I hope this will help you drawing hands better. This is a shorter video, but I mean, I just want to show you guys how to draw hands close up and far away. Because a lot of the tutorials, they just show you how to draw hands close up or just how to draw hands. And I don't really think that will help some people because then they try to draw it far away and they don't know how to do it. Because, I mean, I think it's harder to draw it far away sometimes. But, I mean, I guess close up is kind of too because then you have to add the details of it. But, yeah, so I hope this will help you guys draw hands. And so, yeah, please visit my Etsy It's kARTsUS. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching my video.